With just 5 events to go in the 3rd season of Team Quadrilla Marble League, we're back with the Elimination Race. A long, grueling event where every round one team will be eliminated. You see Manatee of Team Atlantic, the host representative, showing us how it's done on this Gravitrax course. This is going to be a very tough event for all 16 competitors as we see them in the blocks at the same time. Looking at the standings, after the last event, the Red Lotus still have the lead, but only by 3 points ahead of the Valley Dashers after diving the Green Lotus, with their golden diving risen up to 3rd and just 7 points behind the leaders. That's the Slime Balls and the Poison Ivy rounding out the top 5. All of them positioned the championship leaders in 2nd place and 3rd place in the middle in the front row, all the way down to the Hazelnuts in the back. Majestic Melons, good jump off the gate. Red Lotus briefly in the back, but Yellow Lotus will be the team that crosses the line last. And so Buttercup of the Yellow Lotus is eliminated. Majestic Melons, because they got the win in this race, they will get to skip the next one. So if you get a win in any of the races, you will get to skip the next race, and so you will guarantee you won't be eliminated. So it's a bit of a little bonus for winning each race, but Yellow Lotus at last, they will get no points from this event. So now just 14 Majestic Melons and Yellow Lotus not in this race. Aquamarines have the lead now. It's the Slime Balls, and was that Team Atlantic that got the win? I think it was. The crowd is pretty happy about that. It was very close for the last few positions. I think it's the Red Lotus that was back there. Who's going to get eliminated? Red Lotus and the Bauble Squad. This is very close between these two. Red Lotus just slightly ahead, but here comes the Bauble Squad after the Red Lotus with a nudge. But they're saying it's neither of them. Icicles up there on the course DNF'd, did not finish by getting stuck on that hexagon, so both the Red Lotus and the Bauble Squad live. Icicles are eliminated. Team Atlantic, by the way, the hosts, get the immunity. Don't have to race in race 3. Majestic Melons are back in the blocks in the center. Green Lotus and Slime Balls on either side of them. Both the back row featuring both the Red Lotus and the Bauble Squad. They're both still alive. Sapphire of the Aquamarines gets passed by Poison Ivy, and that's the Majestic Melons in the back. The Majestic Melons, after just coming back, so they won the first race, they might have got ahead of themselves a bit because they are now eliminated. Just goes to show, doing well in one race does not guarantee success at all in the elimination race. Venom of the Poison Ivy, Marble that got 3rd in the elimination race in the individual Quadrilla Marble League, beats Sapphire, another Marble who got 3rd in the individual league one season before Venom. Now, Venom gets to sit this one out, and it is Team Atlantic back in the block. Green Lotus, good jump off the gate, and they will get the win. And that's the Hazelnuts in the back, who cannot yet buy any of the other marbles. So the Hazelnuts are eliminated in 13th. Team Atlantic was back there. Gave their fans a bit of a scare, but they do live, and the home ground is happy to see they are getting at least 4 points out of this event. Hazelnuts team that was last in the championship after the last event, they are only going to get 3 points. Now, Poison Ivy back in the blocks. Only the Aquamarines are not in the front row. After this, everyone will be in the front row. Efficient Eggs has the lead. It was Red Lotus. Had it briefly, but the Efficient Eggs get it back. And that's the Poison Ivy. The Poison Ivy, another marble that after just coming back from the immunity, they are eliminated. Some of these marbles really not able to string good performances together. Maybe it's a case of them expending too much energy. Their efforts to get the win in one race can't keep their endurance in the next rounds. Nonetheless, the Poison Ivy are out. Venom will not repeat their success from the individual league. Now, race 6 of 15. Green Lotus is back in the blocks. Deep Divers, good start. Bauble Squad will take it, and they will get the immunity. Is that Red Lotus in the back? It is! The championship leaders are knocked out. Red Lotus, look at this. They got overtaken by everyone here. Then, there's the Valley Dashers right there that they try to get by. The Shadow Riders also blocked them. Both of those teams perhaps working together, knowing that the Valley Dashers behind the Red Lotus in the championship. But the Red Lotus, the championship leaders, are out. That is their first individual event that they don't finish on the podium. Considering we're already up to event 12, that is crazy statistic. But nonetheless, this is an opportunity for the Valley Dashers, some of the other teams, to get ahead of them in the championship. And the Efficient Eggs will be eliminated right after they got immunity once again. That is, I think, the third marble that has gotten eliminated in the first round that they're back after they win a race. Fry of the Efficient Eggs will not get a great result, only 6 points out of this event. Now, Bauble Squad, Slime Balls, Green Lotus, Celestials, Shadow Riders, Aquamarines, and the Deep Divers. Race 8 of 15. Celestials, good start. Deep Divers, getting stuck briefly, holding up some of the other marbles, but they get overtaken once again, and the Deep Divers are going to be eliminated. Deep Divers have done well in this event in the individual league and handled their captain, Shipwreck. In this event, will only get 8th in this race. That's 9th in the event. Now, stewards are saying, despite getting stuck, they did impede some of the other marbles, so because they ended up in last anyway, they are not getting any consolation for that. They will be getting 9th in the event. Now, Team Atlantic back in the blocks after their immunity. And I think that's Green Lotus. Very good start. Team Atlantic in the back. And Team Atlantic barely, I think, is going home. Look at this. It was the Slime Balls and Team Atlantic dueling. And it's very close between them, but I think it's pretty clear. Team Atlantic did not beat the gold medalist of the Elimination Race last season, the Slime Balls. So Team Atlantic only get 8th. Now, Celestials, Valley Dashers, Shadow Riders, Aquamarines, Bauble Squad, and the Slime Balls. 6 marbles in this race. Well, 7 overall because 1 marble has immunity. That's Shadow Riders in the lead. They will take it. And the Valley Dashers in last place. They are eliminated. The Valley Dashers, they did not seem to make that much ground on the Red Lotus. I think they've beaten them by 4 points in this event, which should be enough to overtake them in the championship by 1 point. We might see some of the other teams, perhaps the Slime Balls with the gold medal here, they might overtake both of those teams. Same can be said for the Green Lotus, who has come back after their immunity. Now, Bauble Squad, Aquamarines, Green Lotus, Slime Balls, and Celestials. Celestials and the Bauble Squad, good jump off the gate. Bauble Squad, did they get the immunity? No, it's the Celestials and the Green Lotus are eliminated. Green Lotus, they did not have a good start. Could never really get out of that bottom spot. That bottom spot is what matters the most in the elimination race. The Green Lotus go no further. They will get 6th in the event. Only 10 points. It's not going to be enough to beat either the Valley Dashers or the Red Lotus in the championship after this event. The Shadow Riders are back, along with the Bauble Squad, Slime Balls, and the Aquamarines. We have the final 5 now. Who will get eliminated here? Aquamarines have the lead. Everyone is pretty far off. Aquamarines get the win, and the Shadow Riders are going to be eliminated. It was very close, actually, between them, the Bauble Squad, and the Slime Balls. The Slime Balls and the Bauble Squad, Slime Balls and Shadow Riders close, but then Bauble Squad, they made a very good surge. The Shadow Riders could not get ahead of the Slime Balls, so they are eliminated. By the way, Aquamarines, with that immunity, they are guaranteed their first podium of the season. Now, Celestials, Bauble Squad, and Slime Balls. Loser of this will not make the podium, and the winner goes straight to the final. Celestials, great start, and they will make it to the final. And it's the Slime Balls that can't get by the Bauble Squad, and the Slime Balls, the winner of this event last season with the reserve Viscous, is out in 4th place. So Celestials, guaranteed no less than a silver. Bauble Squad will race the Aquamarines to see who faces them. Slime Balls, up there in the championship, they'll get a good 12 points, but it could have been much more. So some of those other championship rivals. Happy to see them eliminated here. Now, Aquamarines and Bobble Squad. Loser gets the bronze and winner goes to the final. Aquamarines, slightly now it's growing, and Bobble Squad, they have nothing to do about it. Bobble Squad will be eliminated here. The second to last race, they will get the bronze and their third medal of the season. But it is the Aquamarines trying to get their first gold and first medal of the season versus the Celestials, also trying to get their first gold of the season. The reserve member of the Bobble Squad is good enough for a bronze, but now for the gold, race 15 of 15, Centauri and Sapphire. Sapphire have done well in this event in the individual Quadrilla Marble League before. Centauri has no experience in this event, but who will win it? Celestials have to use Aquamarine to make the move, and Aquamarines will be unchallenged. They get their first medal, they get their first gold of the season. Sapphire has done it for the team after many events of struggling in the bottom. The Aquamarines stand atop the podium finally again. They did not podium up until this event. They did not podium for the whole of Season 2 in the B Division. They have made their return here. They've made it very well. First podium since Season 1, Event 14. And Sapphire is going to wear that medal proud. Centauri and Bobble done very well as well. Those two middle-of-the-pack teams, they will surely rise up the order. None of the top teams really managed to do that well in this event. It allowed some of these underrepresented teams to make rises in the standings. But as it stands, Valley Dashers by 1 point ahead of the Red Lotus. Then it's the Green Lotus just 2 points behind them. Slime Balls in 4th. Poison Ivy, Efficient Egg, Celestials, Bobble Squad in the top half. Aquamarines rose 3 spots from their gold medal. And then now we only have 5 teams as opposed to 6 that don't have a medal yet. Next event will be the Elimination Race in the B Division. And after that, the brand new Triathlon.